GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and unfortunately our hairy gray friend is not here, Sushi. He is walking around here though, I did see him. I'm not sure why he's not joining us for this checking out video of Aces of the Luftwaffe. I hope I said that correct. German is not my native language here, but regardless, this is a really cool shoot 'em up shooty game here. Let's get into it, shall we? So this game, it's unique in certain ways. We'll go over that in just a moment here. But for those of you wondering, you do have the option of co-op, okay? Which is really cool. So right off the bat, you can play local co-op with people, which is really cool. It would be nice to have, you know, some online co-op as well, but unfortunately that is not an option. So let's jump right into the game here so you guys can get an idea of what we're doing here. We're just gonna, I've actually put about 2 hours into this so far. I'm actually up in chapter 3 now. About to start that, but we'll start back on, let's see, what do we got here? We'll do 1.3 just so you guys can get a look at the game here. So it's got a very bright, very cheery look to it, but I assure you that the story in this is not very cheery. It's about the return of the evil, I'm assuming they're, without saying it, Nazis.
Searching for survivors now. Over. Understood, Taylor.
So of course every level has, you know, some stories set up here. A lot of it's not important here, but we're just going to move on to the game here. So every level here actually has different side missions that you can do here. This side mission is to rescue all of the characters that you can, up to 13. If you rescue 13, you finish your side mission. But yeah, as you could say, like I said, the aesthetic of this game is very cheery and very colorful. There we go, we got a skill coin right there. Now the skill coins come in handy when you go to upgrade your squadron. Now your squadron is you know, made up of 4 planes, as you can see below there, and that's sort of one of the things that makes this game unique. Is you have your main plane, the one that was circled in yellow you saw just a second ago, and then you have your 3 that follow you around. But this is a perfect example here. These 3 have some weird issues to deal with, and you're going to see one of them right here. So every now and then, these pilots get really weird on you, and they do different things. So for example, she's afraid of heights for some reason, so she just leaves the battle on you just out of nowhere for no reason. So it leaves you with, you know, a little bit less of an offensive that you could throw on these planes here. That was a pretty sweet move there. Every time you pick up these power-ups that they drop, you get different weapons to use, which is a lot of fun. But the one guy who's the Texas character, this guy here, he actually has a really bad temper. So he'll actually come after you, and or he'll rather, we'll say, like, he kind of goes angry, his plane turns red, and he bounces all across the screen, and he'll even take you out if you're not careful. So something you got to keep in mind when these guys go nuts. There we go. Now she's back. So we have her back on the offensive with us. When the characters do that, they do add a certain layer of strategy to the game, especially when the guy from Texas ends up, or the southern guy, ends up going angry, because you got, not only do you have to dodge all the bullets coming at you, but you also have to dodge what he's doing too. So it adds a whole other layer of strategy, which is kind of interesting and kind of cool. So as you go through these levels here, you're gaining medals, and you're gaining, with those medals, experience, so that way you can level up your squadron. So when you level up your squadron, you're going to get those skill coins of the one that you just saw earlier, and you can go in and you can actually upgrade your squadron's abilities, which is pretty cool. Again, something that's, I guess leveling up in shoot-'em-up games is not really a unique thing, but it's definitely fun in this game. It's fun to see how powerful you can get. I've only reached the 2nd tier of abilities, actually, with my characters, so I still have a long way to go. But it's one of those games where if you're really into shoot-'em-up games, you're going to have a ton of fun, you know, trying to level them all up to see just how powerful you can get. And you're going to want to get powerful, because everything that I played through so far, there we go. See, I failed the side mission because I didn't save enough people. But if you do pass the side mission, you are going to get prizes at the end, which is really nice. Let's see what's happening. What could be happening? Some kind of UFO or something.
Sir, reporting visual contact to an ace of the Luftwaffe.
Alright, we're gonna actually skip this right now. Not super important, but we'll go over to the upgrade screen here, which is what we were just talking about. So you're going to want to pay attention to the upgrade screen because, again, as I was stating, there we go. You can see my level go up just a teeny bit with the medals that I got. But you're going to want to upgrade your characters when you get the chance because I've been playing everything on normal, but this game does have difficulty select, so you can go through here and you can actually make the game extreme. And obviously the only way you're going to unlock extreme, I'm assuming, is by finishing the game on hard. And the only way you're really going to get through hard is if you level up your guys enough. So this is one of those games that begs you to finish the game once on normal, then finish it again on hard, and then finish it again on extreme if you can, you know. So, but so far I got to say, from what I've been playing of the game, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I do really like shoot 'em up games, and this one sort of takes the whole shoot 'em up formula and kind of like just adds a lot of bells and whistles as far as the upgrading goes and stuff like that. The characters are also very unique and somewhat memorable because they're all a little bit kitschy and strange, which is pretty cool. So you can see here, actually, with my main guy, I've actually got up to the 3rd tier of abilities because we just unlocked Chapter 3, which we'll be jumping into momentarily here. But it says here with the Courage aura, if I upgrade this, it adds an aura that can trigger a moral boost for all wingmen, increasing their dodge chance, damage, and movement speed. Now, you could go through all 4 of these characters, and you can see they have pretty large trees for you to upgrade. So upgrading, what do we want to do here? A lot of these cost 2 for him, so I don't know what I can actually afford. War Pilot 1 decreases the global cooldown for active abilities. And active abilities are something else we'll get into in just a moment here. Let's do this one. Survival Instinct has a chance to trigger an effect that reduces all incoming damage for a huge amount, or by a huge amount while the pilot's health is low. So that sounds like a good one. Let's do that. And at any point, you can actually reset the skills and completely redistribute them if you want, which is really good news in case you need an ability for a certain level, you know. But actually, if we head back out to the menu here, so active abilities are things that your other pilots and you can actually do. Whoop, didn't mean to start that. Let's back out of this real quick. Okay, here we go. Let's go back. Here we go. So if you head down to NPC settings, you can actually select each NPC, and you can select, you know, which active ability you want to use. You can tell them at what point you want to use it for. So for example, he has a shock grenade that he can use. He'll use it when the minimum amount of enemies on screen is 8. You could do 10 or 12, so that's kind of cool. Her emergency repair, she'll actually repair you guys, you know, when your health rate before 40, 50, 60%. So that's totally up to you, which is really, really cool. In addition to that, you also have the ability to upgrade your aircraft here, which is kind of cool. So I actually have gotten 1 upgraded aircraft, but there's also other aircrafts that you can collect for certain people. So look at this. You can actually put different people in different aircrafts too. So if I'm not too keen with mine, I can actually switch P1 over to this one, or over to this one, or whichever one you like. You guys can share the same plane, which is kind of cool. So I do like the customization with that. Alright, let's head to Chapter 3. I haven't played through this at all yet, so let's take a look here. The side mission is in stealth, so we got to stay in the shadows, and we'll get a reward of 325 medals if we do that, which are really important for leveling up and whatnot. And you'll also see that most levels have a hidden skill coin as well. There's some where I didn't get it. You can see the boss battle here, I did not get it. I didn't get it there, but I got it there, there. And the level we just played, 1-3, you know I got it there. I picked it up while we were playing. But there's still a few I need to go back and get. Like this one, I didn't do the side mission or get the hidden skill coin. So a little bit of replay value there if you're looking to get those things. All right, let's jump into 1-3. See what we got here. Lights in the dark. You guys know me, I'm not very good at stealth here, so let's see what happens.
It's dark like in my grandpa's. Don't finish the sentence. Please, we've got a lady here.
You mean Johnny?
Shh. Keep your voices
Oh
down.
boy.
We're here to sneak past this crowd-infested area. We should try to reach the factory without attracting too much attention. Stay out of the lights.
So this is kind of interesting. This is a more passive version of the game so far, because everything I've played so far, you know, has been like a real shooty bang bang type of thing. Oh geez, I totally did a terrible job trying to stay hidden there. I violated the first rule of stealth game, of shoot 'em ups, which is, you know, don't go to the top of the screen, because that more than likely is going to be where the enemies show up, right? So this is kind of cool that they're actually adding in this other way to play the game. This is actually the kind of stealth I could probably handle without my back or my body tensing up too much. There we go, we got some more guys over here. So that's good. We don't have to stay hidden through the whole level here. We get, looks like 4 chances. So if we get caught 4 times, then we lose the side mission here.
Not now.
So here's the bad thing that happens to the main pilot here. He actually gets poisoned.
What exactly is that poison thing?
My parents and I, we lived in Germany. Tried to escape before the war started. But they caught us. And there was this alchemist. He poisoned me and my family, my brother, my parents. I survived somehow.
This seems like such a silly story.
So sorry. Hopefully you'll be rid of it one day.
So it's kind of ordering you to move slowly. Oh geez, these guys are all gonna... But it's kind of hard because we got to make little adjustments here to the way we're moving to stay out of the light. But when he's poisoned like that, you actually have to move slowly, or else you'll lose all of your health, which is kind of annoying. But we seem to still be okay here. We're not getting caught. We're still moving okay. Oh, I had no choice there. I had to move quickly. Oh, I'm caught in the middle. This is not where I want to be. Oh, there we go. Blew up. We're almost to the end here, though. Oh, jeez. Okay. When does it get turned back? There we go. Okay, we're back into stealth mode here. Here we go. We've almost made it to the end. We almost made it. Sushi's here. Maybe he'll actually join us for the end of this video. Oh my god, look at all of these planes.
Welcome back.
And that's the other thing too that I forgot to point out is that you can die, you get lives, you actually, we have 3 left, so you get 4 altogether. You can see down in the bottom middle there. So when you die, it's not the end. There we go, we got the side mission, which is great. And here's Sushi, coming to join us. But very cool, we finished the side mission, we got the extra medals, made it through without too much of a hassle. Not bad. And that's, like I said, that's the first time I played through that level, so it's good to see that they're actually adding in different ways to play the game, so it's very, very cool. Let's actually skip through this. So we hit, yes, there we go, level 13, almost to 14. We got 1 skill point. Let's see what we can spend this on. Let's see. Health boost, decrease the pilot's maximum health. Let's do it. I think that sounds really good. Alright, let's back out to menu here. Now, the other thing, you know, shoot 'em up games would not be complete without a boss battle, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I'm just going to show you one of the boss battles here. So far I played through 2. There's been some interesting ones here. One is a UFO and one is a flying train. So there's definitely no shortage of weirdness in this game, which is, I think, what makes it a lot of fun and very interesting, too. It's got a really bright, cheery art style, and it's also very, very weird. It feels like, you know, I guess you could say it's almost like if the Tick, you know, met a shoot-'em-up game, because things are just really strange in this world.
That's what I call crazy.
Look at this gigantic UFO here.
You just arrived in time to serve as a test object for my little Wunderwaffe.
The Professor!
Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational Kampfstation.
Here we go.
Hey guys,
Let's take him out.
serious. Stay together and let's send this freak to space.
Now, the other thing I was talking about, though, with losing your lives and everything like that, is that even though your main guy can lose his... The only way you lose life is if he goes down. You can lose the other pilots, and then you get a cooldown for when they actually come back. There we go. So that's the first stage of this boss fight here. But it's kind of handy, though, that you can actually... Oop, we gotta be careful here. you can actually lose your partners, and then they'll come back via a cooldown. It's very handy. We're getting close to finishing the second phase here. Okay, here we go. Shoot that. Got a power up. Now the other thing to remember too is that when you pick up power-ups and items and guns and stuff like that, you do have a oh, here we go. Oh geez, here we go. You do actually have a limited amount of ammo for these things. Oh, we gotta watch those. So you'll see down in the bottom left corner as I shoot, if you don't pick up other weapons to use, you're just going to lose out on ammunition. So that kind of reloaded my ammunition there. Here we go. We're going to take him out here. But you got to be on the lookout for that stuff, because you will lose ammo if you don't watch out. Nine. Here we go. There's the spoils. There we go. We got an aircraft blueprint right there too. Upgraded aircraft to uncommon quality. So you can see one of the I believe that's our main aircraft. It actually went up 20%, and collision damage, I'm sorry, went up 20%. Wind resistance went up 10%. So little upgrades you're going to get here and there, which are really helpful. Oh, and here's our main evil guy here. Things are getting tight. We gotta get the hell out of here. Whoa! Now that's the plane I want to fly right there.
Mayday, mayday! We're going down! We're going down!
And down they went. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. There we go. We hit level 14, and we get another upgrade coin, which is really, really awesome. But there you go, everybody. I think that's a really good look at this game. After each boss, I do give you a little bit of story here. We're actually going to skip this just in case you guys want to see this on your own when you play the game. However, Aces of the Luftwaffe. I hope I said it correctly for you guys there. This is Aces of the Luftwaffe Squadron. Very cool game, having a lot of fun with it. Looking forward to see what the crazy bosses are going to be in the upcoming levels here. Really like the strange kitschy characters and the weird story and everything like that. Like I said, it's Nazis without actually saying so. So anybody can play it. They're just bad guys. But regardless, yeah, really fun little game, and definitely recommend checking this one out. All right, everybody, GG. I'll see you all next time.
GRC.